Watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, light the show. Watch them grow, I dream, I know. Deep are my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, light the show. Watch them grow.
Alright, I'm back.
And we are back. Welcome back, everybody, for Game 2. Here we are with the LCUS. Amazing comeback play there from Take the Lantern. Jeff, if you're on Northern Storm, what are you doing for Game 2?
Man, I'm doing exactly what I just did for the first 20 minutes, and then I'm just trying to play the next 15 minutes better. Because, to me, Northern Storm had everything they wanted there, and they were even executing correctly. For a time where they had washed up top laner split pushing. They had taken the top lane turret, they were having it, they moved him down to the bottom lane with teleport available, and then Take the Lantern was just able to find fights in the mid lane. And that Take the Lantern, they team fight so well. That is what they love to do. And for Northern Storm, to me, maybe run a little bit more disengage, maybe more of a Nami or something like that as opposed to the Leona. Just keep your group of 4 safe and let washed up top laner do work on his own.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Leona was the weaker pick of the team that we saw there. Had some good plays, but ended up just getting caught when she would go in to engage because it was a team that was ready to eat up whoever came in on her.
And in the last 2 minutes of that game, we saw at least 2 solar flares come out that were basically completely pointless. Not to be too harsh on Poison Ivy, but there were at least 2 solar flares where just no one was there to capitalize. There was no intent to capitalize, it looked like. And if you had something like a Nami to maybe disengage fights as opposed to just CC up people under a turret that they're about to take anyways.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what kind of bans come out here. We do so far have exactly the same as we had last time. Still exactly the same as we did last time. But I mean, something that I think Northern Storm may not have given as much credit to as they should have was the fact that it was a very snare heavy comp. So you go in and you stay, you live there. That is what happens to you. So
yeah, between the light binding and the dark binding.
Right, light binding, dark binding, Maokai, and then the ultimate from Sejuani. You live in the spot that you dive in on. So if they want to go, even if it's the same for the same team, both ways, which at the moment it looks like it could be, I would like to see a support and potentially a jungler who can capitalize on that. So probably maybe someone like Nidalee who wants to stay at range.
Yeah, to me, I think Northern Storm played that first game great in the early game. And so if I were them, I would... Oh, they're going to take Lucian away from Andy right away, which you certainly can't disagree with. But for me, I would love to see them take another lane-dominant top laner, maybe even a more aggressive jungler than they did last time.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, because the problem with... Ooh, we're going the Kai solution, alright. The problem with going, in my opinion, with someone who's a more aggressive jungler is that then once again, assuming it's a similar team, you are running into what they want, right? They want you to come in so they can bite you. And so I think a more defensive team might be something that Northern Storm needs, unless, like you said, they're able to seize the exact same tempo they did in Game 1 and just find a way to not let it go 35 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, to me, and I feel bad that I continue to harp on this, but to me, we've seen that almost every team that has played against Take the Lantern can get that top lane advantage. Just like clockwork. And so it's not so much a question of if you get that advantage, it's what you do with it once you have it.
We do have Spicy Hot Meme taking his Hecarim, so
it's that Hecarim, yeah.
Pony Force in the house. We'll see what he can do with it. Ooh, Irelia. Well, there's some aggressive top lane.
That's a fun one to cast. We got Now, Take the Lantern, they have sort of mirrored right here with the flex pick on the Lulu. It's exactly what we saw from Northern Storm on Red's side last game. And there's the trusty Malphite coming out for Darien.
I don't know. The Lulu doesn't seem like a flex pick to me, if only because, you know, Ace has so many weapons he's more well known for. But either way, Northern Storm's going to at least ban out Lux, I imagine.
You would certainly think so. And Gregosaurus is an experienced Lulu player on support.
Yeah, especially with the Malphite getting picked up, I'm expecting... Nope, Swain, alright. So last ban's going to be either Zach or Lux.
Now the thing here is that we have a Malphite already picked up in the top lane for Take the Lantern. Presumably we're going to have Baconlicious in the mid lane on this Aurelia, which makes a top lane AP pick for washed up top laner very logical, not only because it does well against Malphite, but also because you need some AP damage coming out from this team composition.
Leona, really?
Lucian, Hecarim, Aurelia being the picks so far.
That's a weird ban choice.
Yeah, that is a little bit strange.
So you're feeling the Aurelia in the mid lane? I'm still thinking she's top.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I've seen her more in the mid lane, personally, thus far.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, you know, new dawn, new meta. But at the same time, I feel like Aurelia fits into washed up top laner's playstyle very well.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good point. The Zac left open for Gotta Get Lucky.
Surprised to see him take that.
The Teemo, which I believe we saw washed up top laner play a couple of weeks ago against Take the Lantern as well.
Because, I mean, I feel like if Spicy Hot Meme is on Hecarim, Hecarim is obviously very aggressive and can take out that Zac if he wants to.
Quick switch over to the Nautilus. And yeah, absolutely Hecarim can be a force in the jungle.
Alright, so Taric mid then?
What are we looking at here? Who knows these days in League of Legends?
Well, we're gonna find out in a minute here. I think Bregosaurus is just trolling with this roulette wheel currently.
If they actually play Kha'Zix in the jungle, I will be very excited, because that would be so different from what we're used to seeing from Gotta Get Lucky.
Ooh, Lysandra.
Okay, so it will be Lulu support, as you said, barely even a flex pick. You knew.
Alright, so Lysandra mid. Haven't seen Ace on Lysandra much, if at all. So, that's exciting. Looks like...
Top lane Nautilus. Okay.
Looks like it will be Aurelia in the mid lane. Taric support. Alright, so this is quite the different type of teams that we have here. Nautilus versus Malphite, two big guys slugging each other in the face.
Yeah, this is going to be scary for Northern Storm, though, because there's so little non-physical damage coming out into a Malphite pick.
I do like this Lysandra. Shut down the Aurelia and the Hecarim if need be. Not to mention Lulu's ability to interrupt those sorts of things as well. So I've got a good feeling about Take the Lantern's lineup here. But Spicy Hot Meme's Hecarim, man. That guy eats teams for breakfast.
Yeah, it could be a very scary situation with that counter jungling into the Zac. And Take the Lantern has absolutely zero physical damage coming out of their composition, assuming Andy builds traditionally, as we've come to see from Kai'Sa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got two of the two strong ADCs. Taric is going to be really interesting. That invulnerability could really help swing some of the fights that Northern Storm lost game 1.
Yeah, I love watching Taric ult since the rework a couple years ago, because to me that ultimate is one of the most game-changing between having a bad ult and a good ult in the entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with this team comp, I'm expecting just a very similar game plan to what Take the Lantern has always done. They'll leave Darien alone to suffer, while Gotta Get Lucky helps out bot lane and potentially mid as well with his slingshotting. So how Northern Storm adapts to that is the question.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because we or at least maybe me, maybe I'm just the only one still fixated on this, but they had the advantage in that top lane matchup that we've seen so many teams have against Take the Lantern in game 1, and it seemed like it was going well, and then they said it all fell apart. And so it seems like they've really backed off of that approach with this composition. Nautilus is not a lane bully. I guess early on he can be, but he's not the guy who's going to split push down, a wave down your throat all the way to the base. So it looks like Northern Storm trying to adjust here, put some more priority, some more power into other positions on the map.
And you're probably not going to panic if Nautilus is roaming either. I mean, obviously he's irritating, but it's not like a Darius running down your throat.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, okay, so I'm gonna read far too much into Take the Lantern strategy here with a theory. So, all right, we've seen with that last game, Darius got a lot of the work done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, what if part of the way their strategy works is you get the top laner super fed, so all the gold is on that top laner, and so everyone else is weaker because of it.
Next level deception strats.
And I don't even know, I don't know if that's part of their plan or if it even necessarily plays out that way every game. But the fact that, they have this way of systematically picking off every other team member in these sorts of battles seems to me to say that something is, their strategy works really well when they're able to get a lot of that gold on the top laner. I don't know, just a thought.
Well, I mean, it seems to be working for him, regardless of if that's intentional or not.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens here. Reminder to those who may have forgotten, this is a best of 3 as opposed to the traditional LCUS best of 2s. So if Northern Storm does win this game, we will go to a game 3 to decide who moves on to the finals, which I believe are next week.
And don't forget, we got Phoenix in option 12 coming up right after this series, which is sure to have a lot of fireworks.
Zach Sweet? The hell is that?
I have no idea. Is that his chroma skin?
It might be.
Must be, based on the lack of splash art there. But no skin on Kaisa or Lissandra.
I think Northern Storm
again,
gets this one.
Yeah, but not by a lot. Both teams kind of slacking on the skins here.
Yeah, but I mean, Arcade Hecarim, Project Lucian got some nice coordination there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I really do like that Emerald Taric splash art. I think it works pretty well for him.
Yeah, Project Lucian, Arcade Hecarim are two very, very cool skins. So, well done, Northern Storm. You've turned around the skin battle from last game. Can you turn around the actual results?
Guess we'll find out once everyone's done loading in, which it looks like they are. So why is the game starting?
So we both predicted 2-1 Take the Lantern about 40 minutes ago. Are you sticking with that, or are you going 2-0 now?
I'm gonna stick with that. I have enough horrified respect for Hecarim that I'm expecting the momentum to swing back into Northern Storm's fashion. But we'll see. I mean, that was a really disheartening loss.
Yeah, they have to be pretty disappointed with the position they were in and then how quickly it all fell apart. And to me, it's a little concerning. You mentioned the Hecarim, which I know is a great pick for Spicy Hot Meme. But it's a little concerning to me to see Northern Storm basically playing the type of composition that Take the Lantern wants to play against, where it's not going to be top lane dominant. It's going to be, somewhat subdued early laning phase potentially, and then they get to use their great team fighting. Jumping from Baconlicious onto Ace right away. Darian is there to deter, and nothing happens. So I raised my voice for no reason.
Guess it is worth noting that is the pink chroma for Zach. And
bubblegum.
Gotta get lucky. Did not have a skin last week, so just picked this up for the playoffs.
Well done. Well done.
Guess we will see what happens here, as it looks like there isn't going to be any more aggression. Yep. Just everyone doing their own thing. Darian keeping an eye on the red buff. It's a good idea. See
Tell you,
if
Darian, man, what a team player.
Yeah.
Absorbs so much pressure. Guards the red buff.
puts a ward on it even. What a little hero. All right.
Interested to see this Lissandra against Aurelia matchup in the mid lane.
Mm-hmm.
This is a particular champion matchup that I don't think I've ever seen. Bacon Wish just jumps in quick onto Ace, who has already used the Q, so Bacon Wish just gets down a couple of auto attacks. Overall, a relatively even trade.
Yeah, the bot lane, a little bit of aggression coming there out of Gregosaurus early on, but Andy's able to keep them off each other. Yeah,
I actually believe I have not seen Exia on Lucian yet, so I'm interested to see his abilities on this champion. I'm sure he's capable or they wouldn't have picked it, but it's also always tempting to sort of take a character away from someone, even if you're not necessarily capable on it.
Interesting positioning choice there by Ace. Does get stunned for it.
Yeah, has to take the claw back.
Seems like he's suffering early from the damage output of Baconlicious. I'm not surprised, but it's something for him to look out for. Darian also pretty low health.
You have Spicy Hot Meme on the top side of the jungle taking that Scuttle Crab. Gotta get lucky, just got the one on the bottom side.
I wonder if that's part of the reason why they banned out Swain, because we've seen Irelia versus Swain before, and it hasn't really gone that well for the Irelia.
There's a big potential invade coming in on the red buff. Gotta get lucky. Watch up top laner is pushing in. Oh, a gank in the mid lane. Ace is going to be able to take the claw out right to get away from the charge of Spicy Hot Meme. That was well timed. Overall, not much to do in the mid lane. Flash actually burned from Spicy Hot Meme. I didn't actually see that go down.
Well, that's good because he needed to die. I was busy trying to see if this Zac was going to be in trouble against washed up top laner, and still he probably will be.
And Spicy Hot Meme, he's gonna get popped into Bloblets right away. There's no one close enough to help him unless Darian wants to burn a teleport to keep him alive. Nope, there is First Blood focusing in on the counter jungling. The Hecker and pick paying off already, as you suspected, Kenos.
Yep. Yeah, that's a dead piece of bubblegum right there. Ace is going to have to think about getting out pretty soon. With Hecarim living in his backyard, that's not something you want to be facing with a mid laner that low.
Yeah, Spicy Hot Meme just still with no flash available, which is a little bit of comfort to Ace. Makes it tougher to get the certain angle on the devastating charge. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, things are pretty much exactly even.
Yeah, bot lane's doing how we kind of expect from the bot lanes here. Gregosaurus has been really far forward for a lot of this.
Nice juke on the stun there from Gregosaurus.
Yeah, he's been almost caught a couple of times, but he's doing pretty well sidestepping it.
And a blue buff actually went over to Washed Up. I didn't see that, but from that First Blood, he picked it off. Gotta get lucky. And that's very nice for the Nautilus. To be able to just continue to spam out that Riptide.
Do you have Spicy Hot Meme in the bot lane here?
Bacon Wishes just barely missed the flawless duet onto Ace. Will take the glacial path away.
That was a great polymorph out of Gregosaurus, stopping the charge by just turning the pony into a rabbit.
Yeah, absolutely. Good call down there.
Darian forced to go back. Let's see if Watcher top laner thinks about diving.
Top laner might dive him. Darian has so little mana. He gets rooted up, has to flash away, but yeah, that's an easy kill for Wash Up top laner up there. Will he go down to minions though? Oh no, just stuck around a little too long. Got minion blocked a little bit, I think.
Yeah, not only minion blocked, but just was a long walk out there. So good trade overall, I would say. I mean, obviously not the best situation, but you take what you can get. Especially when you're in a lane.
He gets the one-on-one kill, but a little bit of shutdown gold did go over to Darian. And he didn't miss too much up there in terms of a wave.
Despite being down 14 CS already.
Well, actually, that's a lot less than he was down at this point last game. So.
True. That's the problem when you got, like I said, just two big guys slugging each other.
Yep. But one is a blue buff. Just unfair.
Well, no one's got it now.
Ace not able to get that cannon minion.
Here comes the rotation.
And here
Flash
comes
is
that
not available.
Darien level 6 gank. He might have been in vision of that melee minion, though, that was up near the top side. Bacon was just shading towards the bottom side. It looks like Northern Storm are really expecting these level 6 roams.
Well, I mean, it has been kind of what Darien's been doing forever.
Absolutely. So it's a quick 1,000 gold lead. Oh, the flawless duet does not get the steal. Nice try for Baconlicious.
Yeah, you're not Hohenheim. Get out of here.
Oh, Andy. Oh, he does not have Killer Instinct available, so he can't follow that up. Ace is actually on the flank, though. He gets the root down onto Baconlicious, and there is the Glacial Prison, or the Frozen Tomb. Get all those frosty spells mixed up, but it does burn a flash onto Baconlicious.
It also shows how low Take the Lantern's damage potential is right now. If there were any other burstier characters on their team, that would have been a dead Irelia. But they've got Lissandra, Kaisa is nowhere near online yet, and a Lulu. So it's going to be a while before they can pick off someone reliably.
Yeah, this is another situation where I think Take the Lantern, they just want to try to survive into the mid-game.
Well, we'll see if they're able to. Spicy At Meme is invading. No jungle camps for him to take, but he is going to be behind Ace here.
Oh boy, Ace could be in trouble. Gets the path out. Once again, able to use that well to escape from the devastating charge of Spicy Hot Meme. When Onslaught of Shadows is available, though, he will be able to follow that path, and that could be trouble.
Yeah, not only that, but this is also forcing Ace to go back. Obviously, better to go back than be dead, but Spicy Hot Meme is going to come for him again if he sticks around too much longer.
Looks like Spicy Hot Meme is waiting around, going to try to steal another red buff. Up at Trugs now.
Yeah, I'd like to see some more wards from Take the Lantern in the jungle, so they can keep an eye on these roams.
Yeah. Darien has rotated down. He does spot Watch Up top laner there, but now he's alone. And he gets knocked out of the Blast Cone by the devastating charge. Jump in from Gotta Get Lucky. Oh, that's a huge ult, and they just nuke down Spicy Hot Meme all by himself. Baconlicious isn't there yet. Now he comes in, and he's going to just clean up this fight, actually. That is going to be a huge play for Northern Storm. They're going to get 3 out of this. Gotta Get Lucky burns the flash, but I think it's for nothing.
Yeah.
One more auto attack will finish him any second now. There goes the blobs.
Yeah, I don't agree with that flash at all.
I think he was maybe trying to flash over the wall back into the red pit, but I don't think there was anywhere you're making that from that distance. In any case, a 3-for-1.
And they got
I
the
like
red
the
buff.
initial chance from Take the Lantern, but once Baconlicious showed up, that fight was over.
Yeah. Better nerf Aurelia. Meanwhile, bot lane is like, what, everyone's dying? What?
Yep. Everything's still basically even down there.
They're just having some nice friendly chats.
Farm till 20.
Sounds about right. Alright, so both kills for Take the Lantern are on Darien, which will definitely help him with his inevitable and trademark gold disadvantage. But we'll have to see what else they can do with it. Ace doing some pokes and Spicy Hot Meme.
Yeah, Gotta Get Lucky is still only level 5. I think he's about to ding 6. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so that's much better than it looked a moment ago. Spicy Hot Meme does have Onslaught of Shadows available now and has opted for the Chilling Smite.
I would like to see Gotta Get Lucky gank some more. Obviously, with the deaths that he's had, he is behind. But at the same time, like, what is a Zac who doesn't gank?
Yeah, he is in the bottom lane now, but Cosmic Radiance will be available shortly for Poison Ivy. Here comes the slingshot. They force the flash out of Exia. Flash in from Andy. He really wants his kill. He is fully on the chase. Plasma is going to explode, and there's a kill. They do stun Gotta Get Lucky under the turret, and he does not have Cell Division available. Nice! Let's bounce to get out and force the flash from Poison Ivy. Ace shows up for extra reinforcements. That's a really nice play from Take the Lantern in the bottom lane.
Yeah, there's what they need. They need to get that Zac involved. Get the Zac involved, swing some stuff, and now Zac's got 2 assists.
I love the Let's Bounce from Gotta Get Lucky there. Using it as an escape tool and also forcing Poison Ivy to flash away because of it.
Yeah, that was really good heads-up play there from him. See if Ace chooses to chase. He does.
Ooh. Yeah, Bacon Wish is forced to use the cleanse right away. Excuse me, the Quicksilver Sash. Spicy Amim dashes in with the onslaught of Slados, but now he is forced to flash away. They jump in and destroy Andy, though. Baconlicious is a monster right now. Flawless Duet lands on the Gregosaurus. There is just not enough damage for Take the Lantern here. Ace gets a big root out, but there's no damage to follow up. He has to flash away. Wash Up top laner misses the dredge line, and I think everyone else will walk away from this situation. Darian still plugging away in the top lane. Overall, a quick kill onto Andy. And a 2,000 gold lead is maintained for Northern Storm.
Yeah, that lack of damage is really starting to hurt them. Seen several times where they catch people out but have literally zero follow-up.
Yeah, we've seen these two carry compositions from Take the Lantern all season. And they've been successful, but right now they have one of those carries being Kaisa, who needs so much time to ramp up.
Yeah, the ramping up is going to be the biggest part of it. I don't know if they'll have enough time for that. At least, even if they do start ramping up, how far ahead will Northern Storm be at that point?
Absolutely. And you have, on the other side, Exion Lucian, who, has, becomes activated in terms of damage much earlier, but certainly is no slouch in the late game.
Well, we'll have to see. This guy is all alone. Ward does spot it, though.
Oh boy, Gregosaurus could be in trouble. Blast Cone. Oh, it takes Spicy Amim with him. Then forced to use the Wild Growth.
Ace getting very spotted by a couple of wards there.
I like the vision control all around this bottom side from Northern Storm. They are determined to control this area.
Yeah, they're doing very well with it, too. Darian's getting chased all over the place.
Nope, Dredgeline does land. I don't think the washed up top lane will have the damage for this, but sometimes it's not about damage, it's about sending a message.
Yeah, I mean, both teams don't have the biggest damage dealers on Earth at the moment. But Irelia, of course, has the kills on her, which allow that damage to come out.
And I like seeing washed up top laner. He's already has 131 magic resist. He recognizes that Take the Lantern has really opted into an almost entirely magic damage composition.
Well, let's see what Spicy At Meme is going to do here. Lurking in wait. Nope, changes his mind.
Watch that top laner is actually proxying the wave up here, as if he was playing Singed.
Gotta get lucky, might be coming up to help with that.
And Watch Up top laner might run right into him here.
Ward should spot that.
Oh boy. They decide not to go for it. And oh boy, Spicy Meme is approaching in the bottom lane. They land the Dazzle onto Gregosaurus. He is so dead. Spicy Meme comes in with the Onslaught of Shadows and the Divination card to destroy him. Quick kill in the bottom lane.
Yeah, very quick and not too much they could have done about it either. Gregosaurus has been playing Lulu very aggressively and that finally caught up with him. Yeah, Ace's Lysandra is still just doing very little poke damage.
Well, he's 0-1-0 against a 3-0-1 Aurelia. Buzz Duet does the land. Ace gets the root down to disengage.
Okay, gotta get lucky.
The Lantern, things don't look good for them right now, but interestingly, this deficit is much less than they were experiencing at this point last game.
Yeah, and a lot of that's due to the lack of tower destruction. Very few of the towers have taken any damage at all. We've got half health in the top lane. A lot of full health in the mid and close to bot also.
Yeah, actually the lowest turret is the top lane turret on the side of Northern Storm, which is probably the last one I would have guessed if you had asked me.
Yeah, and I mean, Darian's keeping a little bit closer in CS this time, only down by 34. Top laner taking a lot of unnecessary tower shots. Let's see where he decides to go now.
Next Drake to spawn will be Mountain. So another good snowballing Drake if you're Northern Storm.
Alright, we got Meme and top laner are both spotted here by red buff. So Ace should know to not be doing exactly what he's doing.
Gotta get lucky approaching in the bottom lane. I don't believe he's been seen yet, so a slingshot could come out. They don't have vision right now, though, so he has no idea where he would want to launch to, and Spicy Hot Meme is close enough that they will back off of it.
Alright, top laner's coming back up. Baconlicious did go back, I believe, to buy. Yes.
Got that Trinity Force finished. Big purchase there, especially considering that he went for QSS first.
Yeah, the QSS first was interesting, but it did help him secure at least one kill, so paid for itself.
Oh, Dazzle comes out on a Gregosaurus. Poison Ivy, no fear. Spicy Hot Meme shows up, but nothing to be done.
Bacon jumps in on Ace. A lot of unpunishable damage coming out of Bacon here. Uh-oh.
Spicy Hot Meme coming in on the Ace. He did get spotted by the plant, though. I gotta get lucky, just destroyed.
So yeah, a lot of what I would characterize as tense lanes here so far. I mean, there's a lot of potential with Baconlicious. This is high damage output, and Meme is just roaming everywhere.
Yeah, just waiting for something to happen, but it seems like everyone is a little too... Oh! Speaking of hesitant, that is not what Poison Ivy is. He flashes in Wild Growth from Gregosaurus, and he does manage to dodge the onslaught of Shadows, but he will go down, I think. Kidnap actually onto Poison Ivy. Gregosaurus is still alive. Ace has shown up now. Poison Ivy taken extremely low. He will be the first to drop in this fight. Everyone is so low. Darian goes down. All 10 members are suddenly here. Washed up top laner. He's going to walk under the turret. He is the most healthy of everyone left, but I think it's just going to be a 1-for-1 after all of that excitement. An even trade.
That was a particle effect nightmare here. Looks as though they want more.
Oh, they're going in on a Meme now. Got to get lucky. Get in onto him, and Ace will shut him down. Spicy Hot Meme a little bit too aggressive there with his positioning, got spotted out, and now Ace is coming around the side. He gets hooked in by the Dredge Line, though, and he might go down to the Riptide right away. Jump in from Baconlicious, though, and he will take down Gregosaurus, and he trades back. Now another slingshot onto Washed Up. This is so much action. The stretching strike lands. Washed Up top laner. There's Plasma to be popped, and he will finish him off and take the Lantern overall with a huge minute of play to claw themselves back in within 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that was classic. Gotta get lucky. I'm at how many hit points is he at? I'm at 300 hit points. Sure, I'll go in again. Why not? Ace sticking around was a little surprising there, but it happened. All right, but yeah.
Man, I cannot believe how quick all 10 members showed up down there. That was mind-blowing to me.
Well, that's what happens when you have 4 teleports. Somebody shouts there's a party in the bot lane and everyone comes. But yeah.
So, after all of that, we have Take the Lantern, cutting the deficit to about 1,000 gold. They get 4 kills onto Andy, including a couple of shutdowns.
Yeah, that's a huge game changer there. He is up 2,000 gold on Exia right now. I mean, that can't be overstated how powerful that is.
Could be in trouble here, though. Culling coming out. Ace will come in trying to deter. Spicy Hot Meme jumps in once again, just chasing Gregosaurus. Let's bounce. Will not help anyone this time from Gotta Get Lucky. And now he might be in trouble. He might just have to get out. Ace is in trouble now. He does not have the Glacial Path available yet, and he is going to have to freeze himself with the tomb. There's the Zonia's gonna go down eventually here. Baconlicious picks him up. And so a nice reprieve there from Northern Storm, coming right back to the scene of the crime and getting something back.
Stopwatch is OP, call your congressman. Yeah, there is...
Watch up top laner, just having it.
I feel like Take the Lantern, especially in that last bit. I just want to write Gregosaurus a letter, and I want to send it to him, and I want to say, stop being so far forward, you're Lulu, for God's sakes. It's like... every damn time that anything is going on, Gregosaurus is on the front lines when he's a foot-tall little fairy. And not that foot-tall little fairies can't do things. This is League of Legends after all, but you're a foot-tall little fairy with 3 CS. So just, you know, stay back, shoot your little beams of light, and let someone else tank, for God's sakes.
Put your shields on.
Right. You know, put your shields on. I mean, you survived for a very long time in that 5v5 in the bot lane. Congratulations. That doesn't mean you should go out when there's still a Hecarim around. Like, you're right here. What are you doing here? You're going back? That's not an excuse. Leave. Go away.
Looks like Spicy Hot Meme is looking for some action up in the top lane now. There's been enough in the bottom lane now that he wants to spread the cheer, but no. He will go back towards the mid lane. Oh, Flawless Do It lands onto Ace. He could be in trouble here. He does have the ult back available. Actually, looked like he was maybe a little bit late in casting that.
That might have been a
no, he put it
misclick.
onto Baconlicious, but the QSS came out quickly.
Yeah, I feel like he may have wanted to ult himself there.
Slingshot from Gotta Get Lucky comes in, and actually Andy is now on the chase. He has so much damage. Plasma will pop, and a quick kill back. This Kaisa is already a terror.
I've been noticing the fights that go poorly, and this is going to sound kind of stupid, but I'm going to note it anyway. Gotta Get Lucky, whenever he misses his abilities, the fights go badly. Which, again, sounds like a really obvious thing to say, but that just is showing the difference between Take the Land taking control of this game and them not doing it. The fight where Gregosaurus was too far forward and they ended up losing a couple of people there, Gotta Get Lucky missed his ult, he missed his grabs, and everyone died.
Yeah, well, as you said, you know, or as you alluded to, you can have a great team composition, you can have a great setup, but in the end, it comes down to hitting the abilities. It comes down to making the right plays.
Well, we'll see what kind of right plays they end up making here. We have 4 people in the mid lane pushing this turret. Only Gregosaurus and Andy guarding right now, though Gotta Get Lucky's coming too.
Here it comes. Gets down under Poison Ivy, and there is the Let's Bounce. Spicy Hot Meme is all the way behind the turret. There comes the Cosmic Radiance, though. But, oh my gosh, Spicy Hot Meme is just destroyed by Andy. There's so much damage from this Kaisa. Uses the Supercharge to get back out, and now Ace is in there with all the AoE damage from Lissandra. Gregosaurus is still just limping out. Gotta Get Lucky taken well. He has to flash out. Wash up top laners down the front line, and Exia will take down Ace. So again, an even fight all around.
And here comes Darian deciding to walk rather than teleport in. Does have ult available. Could have used it there, actually. I would have liked to see him just go in on Poison Ivy.
Actually might have been able to get Poison Ivy right there with the full combo.
Alright, so interesting choice by Darian walking instead of teleporting. But what can you do? Gold lead is actually still continuing to shrink despite a couple of good team fights from Northern Storm.
Yeah, for Northern Storm right now, you have to lock in on that Kaisa because Andy is just dealing so much damage. Basically, I think I'd have to go back and watch replay, but it seemed like he basically solo killed Spicy Hot Meme in that last engage.
Yeah, he had some help.
But that Hecarim dropped so quickly.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about the Death Pony is that sure he is a terror, but if you survive his initial combo, he only has 1600 hit points.
Sure, yeah. And he's used it all to get in. He has nothing to get out.
Big
Watch
rotation.
Top laner getting collapsed up here. Dredgeline, he does have flash available, so yeah, it's pretty safe here. Now Gotta Get Lucky, gonna take a blue buff.
I mean, I believe Pony has the lowest health on his team. Yeah, even Lucian's got more health than he does. So you gotta look out for that meme. Once again, we got 4 in the mid lane.
Gotta Get Lucky's in the exact same spot as last time, charging up that slingshot. This time Northern Storm, they back off.
Dragon up
is
in
close enough this time.
80 seconds. An Infernal coming up, so it could be another Infernal for Northern Storm.
Oh boy, would that be huge for them.
Just 2
Actually, go ahead.
I was just gonna say 2 Infernals on a 5-1 Irelia.
And the fact that you have a jungler who's building damage just makes Infernals that much more valuable.
Well, let's see what happens. We got 50 seconds on that. No vision on the dragon currently. Most is this control ward there from Take the Lantern. And a little bit of counter aggression here as well. Gotta Get Lucky is alone, but I think someone was shouting at him to hurry up and get over here. So let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of wards get put down. There's the control ward. Dragon up in 20 seconds. Yeah, 22. A lot of wards. Control wards are doing work. 17 seconds. Kai'Sa actually pushing bot. Looks like they might be trying to take Baron over this dragon. Or act like they're doing it.
Yeah, at least try to bait them over. I feel like this could end up being a classic situation where you see Take the Lantern get the Drake and Northern Storm take the mid turret. Northern Storm really trying to bait this Baron right now, though. But Take the Lantern does have vision on it.
Yeah, Take the Lantern just doesn't care.
And they get the Drake quickly with that damage from Andy. The smite from Gotta Get Lucky. Oh, but Bacon Wishes gets in. He gets the flawless duet down onto Darien, and they will land the Dazzle Stun as well. Darien is extremely tanky. Jump in with the onslaught of shadows. Ace is extremely low. He's going to have to freeze himself. No, he will not. Cosmic Radiance comes out. It doesn't come out in time to save Poison Ivy. Gotta Get Lucky now into the backline. Baconlicious is trying to get onto Andy. They cannot kill this Kai'Sa, though. She is so strong. She jumps in with the Killer Instinct, deletes everyone. This is going to be a triple for Andy. This Kai'Sa is just unstoppable right now.
Yeah, this is an absolutely insane Kai'Sa. And I think I honestly don't even know what Ace was doing in that fight. He just kind of started walking through the team, not even attacking anything.
Yeah, to me that looked like a great fight for Northern Storm. And then Andy just deleted everyone.
Right. Yeah, I think a lot of it also came down to just the insane durability of Darien. It's absolutely absurd how powerful Malphite can be with not even 9,000 gold in the pocket.
Yeah, he stayed alive for a ridiculous amount of time there. Quick two-man Baron from Andy and Gotta Get Lucky. Teleport comes in for Bacon Wishes, but that's a little too late. And now he might actually be in danger of being picked. If Take the Lantern wanted, they might have been able to kill him. Oh, flawless duet. A nice double stun. The Dazzle comes out. Gregosaurus could be in trouble now. Oh, support life. Actually, a nice wild growth to get himself out. And Ace looks like he's going to be able to pick up a turret in the bot lane.
Yeah, that Lulu ult has been saving a lot of lives today on both sides, depending on the game.
Bottom lane turret goes down. I think mid lane will follow. So an even trade in that sense. But man, at this point, what do you do to try to kill this Kai'Sa?
You've got to lock her down. You've got to get the Hecarim to basically exist only to jump on her face. And then hopefully follow that up with Irelia or Taric being able to do another follow-up stun and go from there. I mean, you have to combo Irelia and Hecarim and maybe get picks, but now that Take the Lantern has the Baron buff, they're now back in their element, and they are not they're not going to split up anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, and I mean, Andy now with the QSS and the Zonia's Hourglass, he is just going to be so difficult. Even if you get the initial crowd control onto him, you're not going to be able to finish him before Gregosaurus gets there with the shields and the wild growth.
Well, here comes Meme to try.
Is looking for something, but he's just going to get destroyed. They jump in onto Gregosaurus. Rex actually trying to take down the source of all those shields, but Bacon Wishes gets hit by the stretching strike, gets pulled back, and Andy is just going to destroy everyone once again. Poison Ivy goes down. Washed up top laner has to flash defensively. Slingshot from Gotta Get Lucky looking for Exia. Won't quite find him. Bacon Wishes jumps in and they actually do pop the bloblets, but that doesn't mean anything. Bacon Wishes goes down. Take the Lantern, they might just end the series right here, actually.
Yeah, I think they are going to. It's interesting how they just absolutely ignored Nautilus. That comes to part of the problem of having those support top laners, is unless they get incredibly fed, they're just no threat.
Another slingshot from Gotta Get Lucky. He jumps in. They're just ignoring everyone. Spicy Hot Meme comes back once again. He will pull the Onslaught of Shadows, trying to get in onto Andy, but there's just no damage. Ace is taken well. Washed up top laner cannot finish him, though. Zonius comes out, and they will finish off Spicy Hot Meme one more time. That Hecarim, the Death Pony, as you said, is the one doing all the dying, and triple kill for Andy right before the Nexus goes down. Zonius for style take the Lantern, looking like the top seed with a quick 2-0.
13-1 on that Kaisa.
Boy, oh boy.
Absolutely insane.
So, chat and Gregorsaurus proven correct here. 2-0 for Take the Lantern, despite Northern Storm getting ahead in both games initially.
All right, let's check out some damage stats. I'm sure we can imagine what they look like. Yep, that's about where we were at.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that Kaisa damage.
Not as high as the Lux damage from last game, but then again, the game didn't go that long.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Man,
so
that was just unkillable, though. You never even felt like Andy was under threat the whole time.
yeah, the maneuverability that Kaisa brought to the table really helped seal the deal there.
Mm-hmm. Just so little that Northern Storm seemed like they could do against it.
Well, we do have a interview here with Andy, so let's hop over there and see what we can do. Hey Andy, how's it going?
It's going great.
Well, I'd say so. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, just let's go through each game just for the heck of it, because I mean that first game was something else. How did you guys, I guess, not even necessarily find the coordination, but find the way to pull that game out?
Yeah, so we definitely fell really far behind early on in that game, and our kind of mentality going into that was just farm it out. We had some really good wave clear champions, so it's just a matter of delaying until we got our items. And our team fight was superior just from a comp perspective once we got to that phase. So it's just a matter of stopping Darius from snowballing and stopping all the other people from kind of just diving and all that stuff. So we had good team comp for stalling with the Lux, and Lucian's not bad either at it. So we had a lot of like stalling champions that helped with that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And then you guys managed to get that momentum and roll with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Andy, I'm curious. You played Lucian. We've seen you play Lucian very effectively a lot of times throughout this split. When you see the other team, Northern Storm, as they did in Game 2, come out and first pick your Lucian away from you, does that just make you sort of smile, knowing that they value taking it away from you so much?
Yeah, it definitely does. We were actually talking about whether they're going to ban it potentially or just pick it first, and we kind of figured they would pick it just because I'm pretty sure the AD carry plays a pretty good Lucian too. So we kind of saw that coming, and we had enough counter picks, or at least champions that play well into Lucian. Kaisa's fantastic into Lucian too. So we had the ability to kind of let them have that without too much worry. But yes, it does make me smile a little bit.
Yeah, and just to go into some of the other picks, what was the thought of having Ace on the Lissandra? That's generally not someone we see him on.
Yeah, well, it's kind of our team motto to stop die. So Lissandra does a really good job of doing that. So we decided to go with the kind of, and a lot of times the Hecarim's favorite gank path is mid. A lot of games, so Lissandra's really good at evading those. So it's just kind of super safe, lots of CC and team fights and all of that, and just kind of a good pick overall into their team comp.
Awesome. Now, something that I've noticed, at least, and maybe it's me harping on things a little bit too much, but you guys seem to fall behind in laning phase early game quite a lot. Maybe not as much as you did in game 1, but just in general, it seems like you're not as strong in the early stage of the game as you are in mid and late game. Is that something that concerns you, or are you so comfortable in mid and late game that you're not worried about it?
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. We definitely don't try to get behind early, obviously. Part of it's the champions we tend to play are a lot of team fighting champions that aren't going to bully lane in most cases. So it's kind of hard to say we will smash the early game just because of the champions we play for the most part. But there's definitely some room for improvement there because getting down, I don't know how much 1,000 gold we were down in the first game, but that was definitely not ideal. So we're used to kind of being behind, but yeah, obviously it's kind of you don't want to get too snowballed on. That's kind of where we it can definitely get beat up if we take too much deficit early.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like when you have those situations where you are that behind, it seems like you guys are able to pull that out because, like you said, your lineups tend to be teams that have that sort of wave clear and that push ability and things of that nature. Um, I guess not even to go so much into team dynamic, but just kind of the way you guys view your opponents. How much of it do you guys rely on them just banning Ace out, would you say?
Yeah, it's kind of funny at this point how many bans they throw away, considering we have plenty of good players who play lots of other things that are probably ban worthy. But it's definitely a fair strategy because he plays his champions really well. So we've definitely done a good job of expanding his pool to make it not don't get crippled too much if they ban everything out. But yeah, it's definitely interesting that he gets banned out every time because like I said, everybody on our team has those few champions that are just like amazing, so they can't ban everything out. So I think we have a good champ pool as a team.
Mm-hmm. And so the next set of games that we've got coming up are Phoenix versus Option 12, who will be playing in the finals. Who would you rather play against?
That's a good question. We haven't played Phoenix in a while, so it's hard to say how we match against them. We did just beat Option 12 last week, so in terms of which team we probably do better into, I'd probably say Option 12 just because recently, but really both teams are good and they have plenty of skilled players on our team to give us a run for our money. So I think either one's going to be a good battle at the top there.
Well, it
Which
looks
team
as...
do you think is going to win if you had to make a prediction?
Yeah. See if I just randomly predict. I'm gonna probably predict Option 12. I think their team dynamic is really good. Their coordination is really good. So I'm gonna give the slight edge to them.
Well, your support Gigasaurus Rex says in the chat that he would like a Dino Grunge match round 2. So he's
I'm all
hoping,
game for that.
he's hoping for Option 12 again also.
Awesome.
All right, excellent. Well, thanks a lot, Andy, for the exciting games, and good luck in the finals next week.
Yeah,
Appreciate
well
it,
played.
guys. Thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then we will move into starting our analysis and discussion of the next set of games, which will be Phoenix versus Option 12. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.